Hi everybody, so I'm back with another tutorial video on how to use Metaverse and how to create more experiences. Well, today I'll be playing with strings. So this is what I made before I can make a video for you guys. This is what I made using this setup. I have like 15 scenes in this, and this is what I was working on using all sorts of strings. With strings you can check a character database, you can add a database, you can check if it has an email, it has a number, if a string or if a character is missing, if the letter is uppercase or lowercase. Well, now I'll be showing you how you can make your own experience using strings. So click on, okay, we'll go back to experiences. I click on create new experience and it's creating the experience. Okay, so this is a main screen. This is where I'll be working and you will be following my tutorial so you can make your own video. Okay, so I'll name it playing with strings. Okay, now the first thing we have to do is we have to select our character. Okay, I'll look this Google AI. There you go. Now I'll type whatever I want in the dialog box. You can change it to whatever you want. Hi, hi, I am the Google AI. Sorry for the UI thing. No offense, Google. Don't shut me down. Okay. So hi, I'm the Google AI. You want you want beta testers. You want beta testers. Can you help us? Would you like to be one? To be. Now add an action. So I have added two actions. So I have added two actions now. Now click on this arrow button and I'll add the description for this action. Oh no. Okay, wait. Yes. Yes. Allow. So now click. Okay. Now I'll click on this red pyramid thing or red triangle thing and change do nothing to transition. Okay. Now I'll click on. Okay. Now I'll do change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll add a new scene. Obviously, character is scene, and now we'll link these two scenes. I'll change. I'll select the scene number. That's scene number 2. Okay, and I'll change the no thing to end experience. So if you press yes, you will be taken to the next character screen, the next set of instruction. And if you press no, the experience will end. So I'll add another dialogue to it. Okay, great. We need you. We need before we start. This would be we can feed into. Do you agree? Yes, I do. Now we'll click on the add action button and we'll add whatever action we want. Yes. Okay, now click on this red triangle button and change do nothing to transition to scene and we'll create the scene. Okay, and add a new scene. Good. Awesome. Now, so I've written awesome. Now I've written now. Okay, great. Now, okay, we need your real name. So I've written I need your real name and add your name in the text field. For adding a text field, we'll click on add new and then we'll click on text input scene. This scene allows us to input our text. so that can be displayed on the next character scene. Now we'll link the two all these four scenes together. Do nothing. I'll change do nothing to transition to scene, and the scene number is scene 4. So there you go. So this is a text screen. You will input your text onto it. Enter your real name. Enter your name below. Okay, so we are done. So I have to enter my real name. No, it can be anything. You can choose your name, whatever you want. Nobody's checking that. So use whatever the name you're comfortable with. I'll be using James. I don't know why it just came in my mind. Okay. So okay, now I'll click on add new and we will be adding a string. We'll scroll down the list of all things available and we will find the word string. Okay, there is the word string. We'll go down. It's we will find save user response. So what this will do is that it will save your response, whatever name, whatever username you will be entering, the name will be saved. Okay, so now I'll click on save user response, and I'll add the key to it. It can be anything, it can be your name, it can be my name. Since I'm using the name James, I'll be adding the word James into it. You can add anything, and if you want for multiple people, you can use the word your and the slash name. So whatever your name will be, the the system will recognize that. Okay, so now I have to add another scene. Okay, I'll go back into all scenes and we'll click character scene. So we'll arrange this a bit. So I forgot something. Now I will link scene 4. I'll change end experience to transition to block, and then select the block that is save user response. Okay, so the user response is now saved. I click on save user response now, and for this I will have to select a separate transition scene. I click to transition to scene and enter the scene number. Since the scene number is okay, I'll go down. Since the scene number is scene 5, I will select it now. All these 5 scenes are linked together. Whatever you write the name, whatever you doing it, all these are linked together and will be coordinating. Okay, so alright, welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. I'll paste. So I'll now write I've written s props dot james. This is a command, something related to Java or whatever. I got it from okay, whatever. Okay, you'll write. I've written welcome dollar sign, then brackets, and then props dot james. Whatever the name you will be using, you will write that name here. It's like John Cena, Undertaker, whatever the name you are using, you'll write the name in here. Great. So next, so welcome, James. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Okay, so I've written welcome, James. We are glad to have you. Okay, so that text in red is showing. Okay, now I'll add an action to this. That your name, whatever name you'll be adding. Since in my case this is James. Okay, now I'll have to like write something else. Are you ready? Are you ready for the next step? I'll click on add action and add description for that action, and that will be yes. So now, sorry, I have a bad habit of like I'm doing something with my fingers. Okay. That makes this sudden noise like tick, tick, whatever. Okay, now click on add new, and we'll add a new text scene. So in this scene, I'll be asking Google will be asking his email to him. Okay, now we will link this section with the next scene. I will change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll select the scene number since the number is 6. I'll select scene number 6. Okay, now these scenes are now linked together. Okay, now we adding Great. We need your email. We need your email. Okay, now it says great. We need your email. Enter in the text field below. Enter. Enter. Okay, I have written great. We need your email. Enter it in the field below. I can't think of a word. So now we will click on add new and we'll be adding another script. Oh, my bad. We'll scroll down the scenes menu and we'll find the word string. Sorry, I said the word script. Okay, we'll find the scene save user response. So it is at the end of the scene. I'll click on this. So there you go. Save user response. In the key, I will add whatever email I want to add. I'll be using James at the rate of gmail.com. You can use whatever mail you want to use. You can change if you're using this. Okay, if you want to use this for multiple people, this experience, or you want to publish that, you can change that your slash name at the rate of gmail.com. So the system will know whatever the name you will write in it. This is a Gmail email address, and this will get configured. Okay, now link these two scenes together. Okay, now link these two scenes together. That will be transition to since it's a block, transition to block, and I will save. Select the second one because the first one has been used before. So now these things are linked together. Now I'll click on add new, and I'll go into the string section. Scroll down to the it's already there. So I'll click response in email. So this function will check if this is response is actually an email or if someone is spamming it or you are not entering an email and want to trick the system or whatever. So response is email. Now we'll link these blocks to two blocks together. I click on transition. I'll change transition to scene into transition to block. Okay, I'll click on response in email. So these two scenes are now linked together. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay, now there are two options. If it is an email, I'll have to add a new scene to configure that as an email. I'll go back to all scenes and I'll add character scene. Okay, now I have to reposition it and now click back onto it and see if the transition is not email. Someone has written some random text or hex code, whatever there is. I'll change it to. I'll add a new scene for that character scene. Okay, now I have to bring it down. Well, this needs arrangement. Okay, now link these are linked together. All right, this isn't this isn't a valid. This isn't a valid email. Okay, I've written this isn't a valid email. Now I'll scroll down so I can show you what I've. I'll click on add action button and we'll add the description for that action. Try again. Okay, so this I'll now link this to the previous scene where the text input is being done about the email, not where the name is. Text input about the email. So I'll now check the scene number. That is scene 6. Transition to scene. I'll select scene number 6. So guessing someone made a mistake or someone is trying to spam it or if somebody is real and has made a mistake, a typo, whatever. This he or she will be taken back to the scene number 6 page where where he'll have to enter his email again. Okay, now great. You're impressed. Speedy, speedy guy. So I've written great. We are impressed. You are a speedy guy. Now, do you want to continue? Continue next. Okay, I have to write something. Because I have to add an action that includes a response. So I'll have make a question in here. Are you ready? The next step. I'll add an action. I'll add yes I am. I'll add a comma here. Simple grammatical, like whatever. Okay, yes I am. Space is a little. Okay. There are zoom in and zoom in out buttons if you want to like, zoom something in and you want to zoom out because experience those the scenes are too much and you can't work on a single screen and you want to show everybody. You can use these two buttons, zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so now if a person clicks on yes I am. So I'll add a new scene to that. I'll click on this, click on add new, and I'll click and add a character scene. Great. Okay, so we'll add one last step, buddy. So now I'll have to add something for the description. It can be anything. You can add anything you want. Just teaching you how to use strings within Metaverse. Okay, now I'll click on and what should I add into this? Great. One last step, buddy. You need to verify your email. Your email. Sign to Gmail. Into Gmail and enter the four-digit code below. Okay, so I've written one last step. So we need to verify. No, I'll change. No, the four-digit code. Okay. Okay, let me check. Okay, let me check my email. So I've written. Okay, let me check my email. So and I'll link the scene number 8 with scene number. Oh, sorry, scene number 7 to scene number 9. Scene number 8 isn't linked. I'll do nothing to transition to scene and I'll select the scene number that is scene number 9, so these are now linked together. Okay, so now okay, I'll click on this. Okay, click on add new and I add a new text input scene. I'll add the new text input scene. Okay, so now mm, enter the code below. Enter the code below. So click on enter the code below and click on this one, this triangle scene, and link these two scenes together. I'll change do nothing to transition to scene, and that's the scene number 10. So I made this really long and complex for you guys. I hope you guys understand. Okay, so I'll change this end experience to transition to scene, and I'll add. So I'll change. Oh, I made a mistake. I'll click on add. You guys will click on add new, and I'll be clicking on add new as well. I'll go down to strings. So there are string. I'll click on check if the response is a number. Okay, that's the second bar. Okay, now what this does is that it checks if this is a number. If someone is, I've asked for a code right here, so like 1 2 3 4 or 5 6 7 8 or any four-digit code. Someone enters like A B C D D E F G. So it will check if the response is a number or not. If not a number, it won't it will decline it, and then will give me the option to try it again. If it is a number, it will take me to the next screen. Okay, now I'll have to link these together. I'll click transition to block. I'll change transition to scene to transition to block and select response as a number. Okay, there you go. Now these are linked together. Now click on add new. Okay, response to the number is oh. So now I'm back with the same thing. You will now have to set up the response as a number key. So if a response is a number, so it's like 1 2 3 4, any four-digit code will work. Any code will work. It's supposed to be four digits. Okay, if the response is a number, I'll add a new scene. Character scene that says you done it. That's correct. That is correct. I'll link this. We'll probably link together. Now click on this response to number again, and I will select if it is not a number, if it's A B C D or whatever, any other language is it. Okay, I'll click on new scene that says character scene, and Okay, now click on this response. These are now linked together. Try again. Well, this isn't the right code. Code. Click on add action, and that will be like try again. I'll add the response, the description for the ad. Try again. I'll link this with the previous text scene. It asks for a code, and that the number for that scene is scene 10. So I'll change do nothing to transition to scene, and the scene will be scene 10. Okay, now these are linked together. This is now correct. Yay. So I'm back. Okay, now add an action for this. Then I'll add description for that action. Great. Um, Now click. I'll made an action. I'll made a statement for an action that will be like visit the AI site. Login using. So I've written now this code is correct and that is correct or whatever. Now visit the AI site and log in using your credentials. I'll change this description for the section. Okay, on it. Okay, on it. Visit the AI site. Okay, now I'll add a new. I'll click on add new and click on web scene. What this does, it adds a it links the web URL. Whatever URL you will add into this window will display that. It can be anything, any web page, any page you want. So I'll search for Google AI. So that's the website. I'll copy this and I'll post this in the website URL thing. Okay, now transition to scene. We'll add a new scene for this. Okay, now this is done. We almost done. Sorry, this is a long tutorial. Just I have to explain all this stuff. Now click on visit the AI site. On the action visit the AI site, and I'll change to do nothing to transition to scene, and that will be the web view link we have used. The scene number for that is 13. I'll link this scene number 13 with scene number 14. Okay, so that's scene number 14, and great. I'll change now since the AI is speaking. I'll change this to GAI. Right. Welcome to G. Welcome to AI. Whenever we need you, whenever we don't need you, we will ping you. We will email you. So now I'll have to add an action to end all of this. Now click on add action and click OK. I'm done. Thank you, I'll be waiting. Thank you. I'll be waiting. So I'll click on this red pyramid thing. I don't know why I call this is a red pyramid thing. This is actually a triangle. Okay, I'll change do nothing to transition to end experience. So this is now done. This is our whole experience from the start to there. Now it's time to test that on our device. Okay, now if you want to test this on your device and if you want to share it, those options are available at the top. If you want to test that on your device, we'll click on test on device and you are good to go. So guys, I am on my device side now and I'm waiting for the pop-up to appear. Well, there it is. Okay, I'll click on yes. Okay, they need my real name. I'm ready. I should write my real name, and for that purpose I'll be using James. Welcome aboard, James. Next they need my email. I have to add my email. No, sorry, James. So there it is. There we go. So this they're making me get So they should be ready for experience of a lifetime. I click on EA. They need to verify an email. They have sent a code to my Gmail. Okay. I have to enter the code below. The code is 1234 as I have set it. So now I'm ready to enter the Google AI. Now click on visit the AI site and it will take me to the AI website. So there it is, the AI website, a Google AI website. You can scroll it. Now click on the next button above. So there is the Google AI itself. The first step of this is complete. Whenever we need a product to test, we will ping you. Okay, buddy, I'll be waiting. So that ends the experience. In a day or two, I'll be back with another video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.